following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV LLC.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of Waking Up the Outdoors, the Outdoor Call, Outdoors at Outdoors Dan, whatever we call this silly thing we do from 7 to 9 on 1350 ESPN. It's brought to you by our friends at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage in Carlisle. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Got a fun show for you today. Good morning, Scotty Mueller in Oklahoma. We're going to be visiting with our friend Jim Coffey with the Iowa Department of Natural Resources, talking turkey behaviors today. What's that snood mean when it shrinks or goes long and it gets all sloppy? What does that color phase mean when it changes from blue to red or white in its wattles or head? Well, we're going to find all that stuff out. Good morning, John. Good morning, Jeff. And all that other fine stuff. Andrew's man in the phones as we speak. Show's brought to you in part by our good friends at Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. $60 a month will get you 1 month free when you pay for a year. You get a 12 by 50 assigned spot, security gates 24/7, security cameras on all the time, discounts for multiple spots. Just call and make an appointment, and they'll fill out an application, and you can pick your spot. Locally owned and operated. Tracy, Dick, and Danielle do a great job. I keep all my stuff down there. 515-822-1362, and you're on your way. Good fine folks, too. They're really nice people. All right, it's another fine show this morning. That's what I'm saying. We got a lot of stuff to do. We got some special information. Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Fish and Dave. We got some Iowa Deer Classic tickets to give away. I've got a Rupert's Roost and Peace aluminum call. Look at that. Ooh, aluminum. Yeah, look at that.
Got something special there.
Yeah, we got a little.
And you're holding it up right.
I am. It's in the packaging correctly. So someone will win to take that home today, and we got a lot of fun stuff to do. Let's head over to the phones, and let's go right to our guest, our friend, our family, Iowa DNR biologist, Mr. Jim Coffey. Jim?
You are in rare form this morning.
You know, I'm a right fair rascal this morning there, Jimmy.
Have you had a cup of coffee yet?
No, I got that stupid dog of mine. I love that dog, but he got me up at 2 and he got me up at 4. So it's like I got no sleep last night. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Hank. How you doing down there at Revelton? Well, I got to tell you, I went out, the dog and I went out and we put cameras up, and then we got all the snow, so the turkeys aren't doing their strutting zones like where they were. But I'm hoping as soon as the snow melts off with this 50-degree weather, I'm going to start getting a lot of turkey pictures.
Well, I would hope you'll be getting some turkey pictures now anyway. They're still out there. They're still flocked up. Males are starting to gobble, and these longer days are going to make things start to change quickly.
Well, they're standing corn to the east of me, and the last time I was down there, that's where they were. We've got beans where I'm in between the roosting spot. I'm like 60 yards off the roosting spot, but they got to go that way to get to the standing beans. And I would thought they would be hitting those beans, Jim. Or I guess, are they going to the corn first, or I don't know. Because it'd be easier for them to get to the beans than the corn, standing corn, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it just kind of depends on how stressed they are. We've had other than this last week, it's been a fairly mild winter.
Yeah.
So they know where that food's at, and they're still going to find it during the day at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Morning, Good morning, Rick Seeker. Good morning, Rick Johnson. Good to see everybody this fine morning. So we're going to talk about turkey behaviors today. I was doing Turkey Talk Radio on Wednesday, and I had call maker Todd Rupert. If you missed that show, go check it out on the YouTube channel, the Outdoor Call Radio YouTube channel. You can always go back and watch that on YouTube for free. But or listen next week. Andrew will have that Turkey Talk next Saturday or Sunday. It'll be in the rotation. But we had a good show with Todd on there. Actually had a ton of people on there too, Jim. But we were talking a little bit about how he got into call making and all that. But today I want to talk about the turkeys, because we always talk about you want to read that bird's temperature, or every bird's going to have a different personality, or they're going to have a different behavior. And when we say that, we're talking about how to read that bird. You know, look at his colors, look how his body positioning. You want to look at his changing. How do turkeys change their head color?
So it's a push of blood into the head. There's no feathers on the head, and so the skin reacts quickly to the movement of blood through in and out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we see that white and the red become prominent during that strutting time of the year.
Yeah. So when they're at white, what is that? Do you guys know as a biologist what that means?
So not really, other than the general speculation is that white, if you've ever been out hunting, especially in low light conditions, white shows up very well.
Yeah.
So in low light, it's often referred to as you see a light bulb in the woods. So it's again going to be that visualization that helps other turkeys see that bird. Obviously, they use the gobbling and even the strutting, the drumming or the strutting as a sound attractant, but they can change that color of that head, which allows them to be picked out much easier.
Yeah. Good morning, Dale. Good morning, Mike. Mark. Andrew, how do you say DECLERCQ? DeClerk?
DeClerk.
Mike DeClerk, good morning. Shane, good morning. Tony Sowers, AJ, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I was always told when I was learning turkeys that when they have a white head that they're getting ready to mate. It's like a contentment phase color. Is there any truth to that?
I guess that's the first time I've ever heard that. So I'll have to do some more reading, I guess, and see if I can find some more literature about that. But I've just always noticed that when you see that bird coming through the woods, a lot of times they're not strutting, but that head is glowing white.
Okay.
And again, it's just, to me, as a hunter, I pick that out much quicker, especially in low light conditions. So I'm going to make this assumption that the other birds are seeing that as well, and they know that this is where we need to be focusing our attention.
Yeah. Good morning, Chris and PA. Good to see you. So what about red? Does that mean they're mad, or does that mean they're excited?
So I also put that in the same context of the changing the colors is essentially like a movement. And so when they're changing from one color to another color, it's giving a cue that there's movement in that direction. So it's kind of like waving your hand, I guess, is what I would put it in the same context as.
See, I always thought the turkey head was like a mood ring. I mean, if you grew up in the 70s and
Sure.
early 80s, you know what a mood ring is. If you don't know Andrew, you know what a mood ring is?
Yes.
Okay, a mood ring is a ring that you would put on, and hypothetically, yeah, they was supposed to. Why am I getting feedback over? Whenever it was supposed to change colors with your personality. So like when they were red, I always thought that was the turkeys saying they were excited or angry, and when it was white, I was always told that, that was their mating. Hello, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking
And
mighty
there
fuck.
could be some truth to that just because of the way, the amount of muscular activity it takes to strut and stuff. It may push that blood differently around.
Okay.
What we tend to think is when they push blood to the head, the snoot gets longer and danglier, and the joke is that attracts the females because the snoot is the
Well, don't get ahead of me because we're going to talk snootology here in a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Shane. How you doing? So, okay. Well, and listen, decoy makers, and I've always said this. Listen, I will never, and this I've been on the radio for 20. This is my 27th year on the radio. Okay. When I first started, I made a promise that I would never promote or push something that I did not personally use, and I could not recommend or didn't have faith in, and I've kept that promise. There was some deals that would have made me a lot of money that I actually turned down because I didn't want to get on the radio and try to hawk something that I did not believe in. Good morning, Bill Strike, because I didn't want to do that to you, the listeners. You're part of our family. But call makers or decoy makers, they really rely on marketing with different color variations, especially on the Jakes and Toms. Jim, have you noticed that?
Yeah, yeah. The realism has really come to fruition in the last 10 years or so, and everybody's trying to figure out. There's not a lot of research out there, but they're trying to figure out how turkeys see and what that visual cue is that really is an attractant,
Yeah.
especially in low light conditions.
Well, their vision's probably their best attribute, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, vision and hearing. Hearing is very good too, but they're obviously a very visual bird.
Yeah.
But we tend to, you were out there at sunrise, the low light conditions on a foggy, cloudy day. That's one reason why turkeys like to come out in the open, is so they have that advantage of being able to see farther, or really just see movement.
Yeah.
They don't really care what they see; they just want to see movement. And like I usually tell people, is if they see movement, they're going to run away. There's no reason to go towards movement. We're going to go the other way. Unless you're, that adult male that's willing to take those risks and say, oh, there's movement, and I think I hear a hen over there.
Mm-hmm.
I better ease my way over to see what's happening.
I don't know, man. I think they can see a gnat at 500 yards, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then, I'll go back to we talked turkey behavior real quickly. You got to always remember that biology of the turkey is that the females go to the males.
Right.
The males stay put, and that's pretty paramount in the whole breeding activity cycle. Now, we as hunters are trying to get the opposite to happen and have that male come to us, and that's the reverse of nature. So that's where the true woodsmanship skills really come into play.
Yeah, that's when the old Hawktaw or Kikuka or what did Philip say my call sounded like, Andrew?
Cootie coo.
The cootie coo, yeah. Philip Vanderpool says my call sounded like the cootie coo.
I hope that's a good thing.
No, he's picking on me. He goes, Dan, we just don't understand how you can get those turkeys to come in. You are the worst caller. I said, well, I've never claimed to be the best caller, but I've got 96 or 97 toms with my bow. I mean, Jim, that's pretty good.
Well, we always say the worst caller in the woods is actually the real female wild turkey.
Thank you. Yeah.
If you spend enough time in the woods, you'll say that cannot be a real turkey, and it is.
Yeah. Good morning, Hoyt. Good morning, Chris DeMont. Good to see you. Hey, listen. I don't have a problem with that. I think I'm a pretty good caller. I'm never going to be a championship caller. That's not going to happen. But but I agree 100% with you. The worst turkey calls I've ever heard were real hens.
Yep, and that's what saves us all as hunters. Is if we all had to be championship turkey callers, we probably wouldn't be very successful.
Well, like I said,
you just have to be good enough.
Yeah, I'm living proof there's not. 712 and some change here on 1350 ESPN. So let's get into snootology. If you don't know what a snoot is the appendage above their beak, and it could either be laying down real sloppy and floppy, or it could be real tight and conical, like a little cone. And why does that thing go long and short?
Well, again, because it's pushing the blood into the head, and so when the turkey becomes excited, especially in domestic birds, if you really want to watch it, that snoot becomes very elongated. And again, the theory is that is some form of an attractant that allows a female to pick out a male that's more fit or that she wants to breed with. But it also has some downsides to that adult male too. Is it's floppy and it's got blood in it, and if you're walking through brush, you could probably scratch it and cause some infections if you need. So when you're not using it, you keep it up there nice and high and tight on the head, so that you're not exposing it to other issues.
See, I always thought it was because I was doing my calls and he was just so much in love. He was just like, oh baby, you're looking so fine over there. I just gotta come over here and get you. You look at my snoot. It's ready. I tell you what. I feel bad when you flop them, and if there's other toms around, man, they are vicious little things. They'll grab that snoot and drag that turkey's head around, and it's not pretty, man.
Well, turkeys are always, it's part of that dominance hierarchy. Is that when they see an opportunity for themselves to be number one, and sometimes it's cases after you shoot a turkey, the others are like, this is our chance. He's on the ground. We can stomp on him a little bit and tell him that we're number one. They don't realize he's dead.
Yeah.
And turkeys love to pull on stuff.
Yeah.
I've watched them pull transmitters on, the antennas on transmitters. They'll pull tail feathers. That little dangly thing I'm sure on their face, and I go grab that and pull on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
kind of the same way they eat too. Turkeys are pecking and scratching at anything, and they'll eat a lot of stuff that's not edible. But for a second in their mind, if I can grab it real quick and get it in my gullet, then there's a chance I can get some nutrition out of it.
Yeah. Good morning, David. Good to see you, buddy. David says turkey hunting is the best. Can't wait for warm spring mornings. There you go. So when that Tom's spitting and drumming out there, and he's getting all he's getting ready to commit, and all of a sudden that snood gets real short and snap tight. Is that telling you that Tom, something's buggering him up a little?
Well, exactly right. Usually, if he starts to pull back a little bit, or that snood goes from that dangly position to the erect position, that usually means his mood has changed. Like, I'm paying a little more attention to something else now.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, he can go right back into the breeding cycle very quickly, but he's a little more attentive, and so he's changed his behavior. Like, I'm going to keep my eyes open a little bit here.
Yeah. Yeah, those are behaviors that you really got to, if you're out there taking your kids, or, if you got a new hunter buddy that you are taking, these are things that you guys really want to pay attention to when you're out there in the blind. So, what is...
And the thing that's probably the most that from a hunter standpoint is when you see that head go up, the neck extend. It's basically a periscope. They're trying to get up high where they can see as far as they can and look for that movement. And that is, I tell hunters, that's two things. One is it's not good for you, the hunter, because something's going to happen. And two is if that bird's close enough, that's your opportunity to take a good shot because that neck is exposed.
Yeah. I love it when they pop. If they're over a little bit of a knoll or hill, and all of a sudden you see that periscope head come up and stuff, that's always been pretty cool when I'm filming and stuff, for sure.
Especially if you're a shotgun hunter. Now, if you're a bow hunter, it's not quite as good because it may mean that he saw you draw or he saw some movement on you, and you're usually typically body shooting with a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Most people do. But from a shotgun standpoint, that really gives you a good exposure to shoot at the base of the head, or we always say shoot at the wattles. Basically where the feathers and the skin start to meet each other, and that's your prime spot to be aiming.
Yep. Jeff Falloon said hi, Andrew. Good morning, Jeff Duggar.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, good to see you. 7:17 and some change. We're visiting with our DNR turkey biologist, Mr. Jim Coffey. Jim, hang on. I got to take a real quick break. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Strings and cables make or break.
What's everybody up to this fine Saturday morning?
What are we doing?
Oh, got Deer Classic coming up. Got the Deer Classic coming up pretty soon. That's good. I got a big announcement to make here in a minute. Don't go nowhere. You're going to want to see it.
Check them out at your local dealer or online at gasposstrings.com.
If you guys got any questions that you want me to ask Jim, if you're watching on the live stream, you can just message it and I will ask him before we cut him loose.
Call Chris at Pet Stop of Des Moines. Chris Spoltra is the owner of the Pet Stop franchise in the Des Moines area and has been keeping.
There you go, Dave. Good for you. Go buy some Roadrunners.
Not only keep your pet from leaving your desired area outside, but can also be set up to keep your pet out of areas in your home. The Pet Stop system is underground, keeping your property open and easy to maintain. Plus, with a friendly user app on your phone, you can customize the Pet Stop system to help your dogs enjoy their playtime and stay safe at the same time. For more information on how to protect your
Good morning, Andrew. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it like that, Hank. See, I don't, it just, I don't deal. I just said. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Finally got to sleep in. Got a ton of off. There you go, Andrew. Good for you, Patrick. Good morning.
We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense.
Thank you, Patrick.
As well as folks who like to hunt.
Yeah, never put your snoot out on a briar patch. Good morning, Jason.
Trades on all types of guns. We'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment. JLM Shooter Supply carries firearms to meet any budget, and we can even special order items for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also has a full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your...
You know, Hank, things just pop into my brain sometimes, and it's like, you know, I don't think about it.
We handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale.
We all do.
Please stop
Yeah,
by and
I
see
said,
us
apparently I
at
said Hawk Paw.
6931 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale, or call us at 515-331.
Like, I could care less. I don't even know. Is that even a thing anymore?
Ever since the crypto thing went downhill fast, I don't think so.
Story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor.
Hey, there you go, Kevin. Get some pheasants going, buddy. There you go, Hank.
And how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors.
I was thinking like hawks are, you know, turkeys don't like hawks, man. You know, hawks will take a poult. So that's what I was going for, but that whatever her name was or whatever I've.
You didn't even say it right, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even think I said it right, Harvey. I don't know. I just that stuff. I don't watch or listen to that stuff. Good morning, Harry. Do you think different feeds change activities? What do you mean feeds? You mean like food plots, Don? You mean like beans or soybeans or corn or something?
Not only just bears, but fishers, huge whitetails, wolves, and even maybe a moose.
Can you elaborate on that, Donnie boy?
Go on a bear hunt is Bear River Guide Service in northern Minnesota. Gary Peck has been helping hunters experience heart-pounding bear hunts now for well over 24 years. Gary knows northern Minnesota is some of the biggest bears in the country, and it's amazing.
Andrew, I've been out twice and I haven't seen any yet, but they're definitely on the ground. So I'm gonna start. We got a 10-day stretch in the 40s and 50s, so I'll be out looking here pretty quick.
Gary and his family over the years, and it's one spot I go to bear hunt. So if you love hunting adventures and want a great challenge on a Bruiser River Bruin, go check out Bear River Guide Service in Deer River, Minnesota on Facebook. And hey, give Gary a call and he'll get you planned out on your
Okay, thanks, Don.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. We're talking a little turkey sloppy today. We're talking about the snoodology and all that other fine stuff with our DNR biologist, Mr. Jim Coffey. Jim, I got a question from a listener. He wants to know, do what, bud? Jim? Yeah, I thought you said something. I'm sorry.
Nope.
You got me on speaker?
I do.
Yeah,
Is that bad?
Yeah, take me off speaker because I'm getting a little feedback.
There you go. Try that.
That's better. Thank you. So I got a question from a listener. They want to know, do different feeds like soybeans or berries or grains like corn, do they change behaviors in a turkey at all?
Well, I wouldn't. So that's a difficult question. So physically eating that is not changing their behavior, but they're changing their behavior on what is available during the year. So turkeys are very omnivorous, meaning they'll eat anything. And obviously, this time of the year, they're typically, if they didn't have in a Midwestern landscape the extra beans and corn and agricultural products, they'd be eating a lot of buds off of plants that are getting ready to bloom this spring. So they're going to shift their behaviors to where that food is at. But physically eating something is probably not going to give them a behavioral change.
Okay. There you go, Don. Great answer, Jim. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about the tail fans. When they start tilting their tail fans, when they pop up the strut and then they come out of strut real quick, what does that tell you as a biologist?
Yeah, so if they're in strut and that tail fan goes down quickly, that means they've seen something that they don't like. And again, they've switched their mood very quickly. They've gone from that breeding mood to, hey, it's almost a survival type thing. Something's going on. Now, it could be the tail fan goes down because they see another gobbler in their place, and they want to run towards it or do some other physical activity. Maybe get in a fighting posture or something like that. But typically, if we see that tail fan go down from an erect position to a normal position quickly, that means they've seen something that they're not real comfortable with.
Well, what about when they tilt it side to side?
Yeah, that's an attractant.
Okay.
So again, they're using those feathers to shine the light or to create movement. So that tail fan's up, but you kind of see it turn like a rudder a little bit. They're trying to create extra movement that other turkeys are seeing, and sometimes that's just to catch the light a little bit differently, or just to, again, to break up an outline so that those turkeys, again, especially the hens, will see them to come towards them.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, CJ. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Appreciate you watching and listening. You know, because when I set my jakes up, I use a real tail fan, Jim, and that's one of the things that I try to do. If I'm going to hunt the same spot a couple days in a row, I'll put my tail fan at a different angle or adjustment just so it doesn't look like the same thing all the time. And then I'll take those butt feathers when I harvest the tom. I'll take the tail fan and I'll leave those butt feathers attached. So when I dry that fan out and I put it to my decoy, those little butt feathers, if there's any kind of breeze, you get all that movement with the feathers.
Yep.
Yeah, and boy, does that make a difference, buddy.
Yeah, it creates a little bit of realism.
Yeah.
Typically, a turkey is looking for that half moon shape. That really stands out because it's breaking up the contrast of the brush or the shrubbery around it. They're looking for that shape. But if you add a little bit of movement to that, that really becomes an eye attractant. They're going to say, "Yep, that is movement. That is the shape I'm looking for.
Yep.
I'm moving that way."
Well, and you could.
Typically, jakes have that, maybe a 3/4 strut or the tail fan's not quite fully erect, and that kind of dictates a little dominance too. So that might be more of attractant to that adult male.
Well, and if you got a hard shell decoy, and you can actually take a turkey feather, and hot glue that to the body of that decoy, and if there's any kind of breeze, that one feather will move, and that really helps too. I mean, it might seem a little dorky, but it does work.
It's movement. It's the same thing that you and I as a hunter don't want to do.
Right.
Just moving your hand to pick up a call or to shift a little bit. There's probably a lot of turkeys that have seen us as hunters move that we never saw the turkey. And they saw a little bit of movement. They said, nope, that's not quite right, or it gave them a reason to look that way a little bit harder, and then they go the other way because maybe it was too low to the ground or something. But you're right, that little bit of feather movement, again, as an attractant, that turkey says, yeah, something's over there, and it looks like it's got the same shape as a turkey. It kind of looks like me, so I'm going to work my way that direction. Yeah,
I remember when I first started, a long time ago in a turkey roost far away. We had our decoys were like 2-dimensional, and they were just like a black silhouette.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a game changer in the early 80s. For
sure. Yeah.
But, and again, part of the rationale behind turkey decoys is the turkeys are just looking for shape.
Yeah.
But if we have confidence in our decoy, then we tend to be a better hunter ourselves. And when those turkey decoys look realistic or they have that little bit extra movement, it gives us a little more confidence. But in reality, especially in low light conditions, that turkey's just looking for a silhouette. It's just looking for something that doesn't look like a stick, or something that's not natural, I guess, in the woods. And that says, okay, there's something over there. I either want to go towards it or I want to go away from it, because that's a turkey's two movements, towards or away.
Yeah. How often will a hen be in a white color phase?
Pretty rare. So typically, if you refer to as a ghost turkey or sometimes a smoked turkey,
yep.
It does happen. I've had 2 or 3 in Iowa, but I get reports from around the country from other biologists that they'll have a couple each year. So again, it'd be typically a genetic phase type thing that this shows up occasionally. It doesn't really mean anything, from like a behavioral standpoint. It's just that turkey for whatever reason. Just like some of us have darker skin than others, or some of us have blonde hair, some have dark hair. It just shows up once in a while. But what we don't know is it may not be advantageous to that turkey. It may actually make them stick out a little bit more, so their survival may not be as good.
Yeah, I was talking when we were off the air, I was talking a little bit about predation. Hawks are really bad on turkey poults, bobcats. What else do you have to worry about with poults?
Well, with poults itself, any ground predator, any 4-legged predator is going to have an advantage.
Coyote.
Coyotes, yeah, dogs, house cats, everything that can get after a poult. And you have to remember, though, that adult hens are very aggressive. They'll go after predators. And then they tend to gang brood, which again is more eyes, which gives them an advantage to see that predator approaching before it gets close enough to attack. But we talk a lot about, especially the nesting season, is everything eats eggs. So eggs on the landscape are I always joke, they're jelly beans. Everything will eat them. But then you move into that poult phase until that hen, she broods them, she keeps them under her wings until they start to get bigger and they can move. The turkey survival really goes up in that poult phase at about day 10, which is when they can start to really flutter their wings enough to get up off the ground. And when they can start to roost up in trees at night, their survival goes way up.
Yeah, what about hawks? Owls? Do owls will go after a poult and eat them, right?
Yeah. Well, again, it depends on how they're roosting and stuff. Owls, the predation on turkeys with owls is really this time of the year, is in February.
Okay.
And a lot of that's considered to be this is the breeding time for owls, and they become more aggressive, and turkeys are roosting up in the trees. So either they pick the wrong tree because the owl's roosting in that tree, or they stand out a little bit more. So usually in February we'll see a little bit of owl mortality, not a lot, but a little bit. And they're usually killing them when they're up in the tree itself, roosting at night. When you see that happen.
Okay. Morning, Daryl. Jeff wants to know, how far should a person set up from a turkey gobbling on the roost?
That is a complete personal preference.
Yeah.
So, if you're an old schooler, you get as close as you can, because the closer you are to turkey, the greater the chance that you're going to have an engagement with it. But I'm kind of the opposite. I get close enough, but I'm not a small person, so it's hard for me to move stealthily through the woods. And it's dark in the morning. I don't want that turkey seeing me moving or hearing me cracking a stick. So I usually try to get within maybe 150, 200 yards. Is about as close as I would like to be. I feel very comfortable at 200 yards. But if I know people like to get right up and close, try to get within 50, 60 yards of a roost tree, and that's pretty tough to do in the early morning.
Well, early season, everything's so wide open. I try to stay about 100 yards away. Yeah. But I always...
You're right. A lot of it has to do with how much vegetation is out there.
Yeah,
late season Iowa, you can see a long ways.
Yeah, they can pick you up pretty easy unless you're going out pitch black. Chris wants to know, are bears known to eat turkey eggs?
Again, everything eats eggs.
Yeah, everything.
Eat eggs, squirrels eat eggs, everything eats eggs.
Yeah, crows.
Blue jays.
Yep.
Chipmunks.
Yeah.
They're jelly beans. Now, the difference where we really kind of get into the argument sometimes is, are these animals seeking out eggs, trying to find them, or are they just scavenging in their normal food patterns and they bump into eggs because there's eggs on the ground that time of the year? And there's been some pretty good research where they've marked predator animals and basically found that it's just scavenging behavior. They're moving through the woods looking for whatever, and they bump into a turkey nest. There's probably a little bit of shift in behavior as they start to find eggs. They realize eggs are out there,
right?
And so they might be searching a little bit more in different places. But typically, they're just doing their normal food behavior, and they're bumping into turkeys.
Okay, all right. Jim, I always goes quick with you, buddy. I appreciate it. Try to get you back on again before turkey season starts. Let's see, where we at? April 15th?
Yeah, we're about a month away. Yeah, we're getting really close. Time to get everything out, get find your calls, find your gloves, start practicing. All those things are going to happen pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'll get you on right like a week or so before season so we can talk about the forecast.
Absolutely. Sounds great.
All right, buddy. If you need anything, let me know. But otherwise, thank you for spending some time with us this morning.
You bet. You have a good day.
All right. May the snood be with you.
Get some coffee.
See you. Bye, Jimmy. There he goes, Jim Coffey. Real fine feller right there. All right. Big announcement coming back from the break. Don't go nowhere. You're going to love it. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Bada bing, bada boom. You're out of beer.
Hey, America, when you barbecue.
Joe said he is off this morning.
Well, of course he is.
He says, I'm at dance. And I go, well, dance like no one's watching.
He's at what?
I think he's taking his kids to dance. Oh. But he just said, I'm at dance. So I replied and go, well, dance like no one's watching. Because my clubbing days are over.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see Joe dancing.
Be honest, Joe. You're a dancer.
Yeah.
You've seen Footloose. You know what goes on.
Well, I talked to Rupert, Todd Rupert. Yeah, he had a good turkey banquet Thursday. He won a gun of the year. You know, it's always you know, he's so lucky. He got a couple nice things the other day. It's that time of year, man. There's going to be a lot of banquets coming up here pretty quick.
This will help you inform and educate folks about your event or business while doing it with a creative look. Boyd Creative Print Shop has hundreds of excellent customer reviews and will provide the same level of service to you when you need them. For more information to get your design started, please call Chantel or Andrew at 515-478-5776. That's 515-478-5776.
Well, we got 2 weeks before.
Or check them out online or on social media.
We got 3 weeks before the Deer Classic, or 2?
Going fishing is something we look forward to all week. We all want to be better at it and use the best gear available.
We got 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks. Is that right? No.
When it comes to sensitivity and longer
Do
casts,
1, 2, yeah, 2 weeks till the Deer Classic.
Striker rods are scientifically proven to be more sensitive with their unique weave design.
Well, that's coming quick.
As 2 times as sensitive as other costly rod brands. Striker casting performance.
This is last week of February.
26% longer cast to keep your bait in the
No,
strike
you're
zone.
all right, Hank. Don't worry about it.
You work hard for your money, and they want to give you a rod that will cast longer and let you feel the bite better without putting the bite on your wallet. Striker rods are significantly less than other high-end rods available. They offer a 1-year, no-questions-asked guarantee. Striker rods can be returned for any reason up to 1 year after purchasing. They also come with a limited lifetime warranty. If you want to see what has anglers talking, go check out Trica rods at trica.com. That's TRIKA.com.
That big buck has eluded you for seasons. You see his scrape line, but just can't figure
He sold 120 tickets. Yeah, he sold a bunch of tickets, Chris. Did he really sell them, or did he intimidate people? You know, Todd can intimidate people. You know, he's got that way about him. It was a great banquet, packed house, 300 plus in attendance. That sounds good, Don. Sounds like y'all had a good time. The old Rupert. Yeah, Rupert will be in Iowa in 2 weeks. Look out.
Just go to purewhitetail.com and check out all they have to offer. Scents, hunting gear, seed, grilling sauces, coffee, apparel, field staff opportunities, and family. Want to be more successful in the field? Go to purewhitetail.com or look them up on Facebook. If you love to hunt, join the Pure Whitetail family today.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
For over 40 years. Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear for the whole family.
I got all my camo out and make sure I didn't have any all ripped up or. Usually I find stuff I lost when I do that, but didn't find anything yesterday.
Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look for in footwear so everyone can enjoy their day. Look for Itasca Footwear. Trusted
Sounds
by
like the logs are all good.
at most major and family-owned retailers.
Yeah,
For more information or footwear styles, please go to
Last one.
www.itascabrands.com.
We be knives. We be knives. Yeah, get it? We be knives. What are you? We're knives. We be knives.
I don't know why they have the eye in there, though.
Let me tell you about a knife.
I always thought it was like a Native American thing.
That's Weeby Knives. It's
Maybe.
quickly becoming the go-to outdoor knife in the industry. Hey, it's Outdoors Dan. I want to tell you about the most functional set of outdoor knives I've came across in a while. Weeby Knives. Have trouble keeping?
Yeah, I saw them, Chris.
Go check out WeebyKnives.com. Replaceable scalpel blades that make sure you always have a sharp knife in the field. I have a Weeby knife in my tackle box and my backpack. That way I know I'm covered no matter what job I need to do, and it's going to be done the right way.
Coming back, everybody.
Trapping and camping, Weeby knives are my go-to in the field. Don't believe me?
I'm Ronnie Adams from History Channel Swamp People, and when I want a sharp knife, I'll reach for Weeby knives. You heard me?
Got Sam Thrash from Fall Obsession on at 8 o'clock.
That's a knife.
That's going to be a good little interview. Sam does a great show.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio, Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday all across the good old US of A. Got Sam Thrash coming up at 8, and we got some chances for you to win some Iowa Deer Classic tickets. I'm going to give away a pair right now if you haven't won anything in the last 30 days. If you can call Andrew and tell him how many tail fan feathers a turkey has in their tail fan, you will get a pair of tickets to the Iowa Deer Classic. Do you know the answer to that, Andrew?
I believe so.
Show me.
I'm going to show you now.
Because if I do it, they're going to see it. So I've learned the hard way that they can see me do that thing sometimes. So I'm not giving you no clue. Just hold up your hands. How many feathers do you think it is? Just write it down on the board.
Oh, where is it?
Yeah. I tell you, it's like he's like my kid.
Well, you be careful.
He's like my kid. That's exactly right. Andrew was exactly right, folks. If Andrew can get it, you should know this. So I got a pair of tickets. 244-1350, 244-1350. If you know how many individual feathers a tail fan is in a turkey, you can get a pair of tickets and one pair. Yeah, one pair. So, big announcement. Todd Rupert will be in Iowa at the Iowa Deer Classic. And he got a new call. I introduced this on Wednesday, if you missed the show Wednesday. He has got a new call line coming out, and he's going to be debuting it at the Iowa Deer Classic. And if you're watching online, you're going to like this. It's called the Green Reaper. Did you see that? Just left to right? Swoosh. Yeah, you can go back and watch the live feed. Is that not a beautiful box call? Look at that. It's laser engraved. He's also going to have pot calls too, but the Green Reaper series will be available at the Iowa Deer Classic. How about that? Huh? I'm excited. I can't wait. He says they sound really, really good. So he'll have his oldie but goodie line. He'll have everything. He'll have his grunt tubes. And you're going to want to come by and see Todd and buy a couple of calls because I'm going to tell you why here in a second. So congratulations, Todd. Look, I'm a collector. I collect turkey calls, so I can't wait to get the Green Reaper in my collection. If only there was a merchandise store to purchase an Outdoor Call Radio Network shirt to promote at conventions in summer. Well, Jeff, I told you, man, I just don't sell swag, man. Can't help it. I can't help it. You know, one of these days, you know, it takes money to do all that stuff, and I try to keep everything in the show. So, and I again, you know, the best thing I could ask you all to do to watch and listen to shows is patronize the sponsors. You know, I'd rather you do that than, because that helps everybody. It helps you, it helps them, it helps the show, you know. But one of these days, maybe we'll have hoodies or shirts. I will be giving away some Outdoor Call Radio shirts at the Deer Classic. Boyd Creative is making me 20 shirts. First 10 people on Friday that come out and show me the Outdoor Call Radio app or download it in front of us, you're going to get a free shirt. We'll do that Friday and Saturday. Sunday, first 25 will get a koozie. So I do got stuff like that, but Jeff, I just don't have time to sell them. What side of the turkey has the most feathers? What do you mean, Hank? I can tell you how many feathers are approximately on a wild turkey, but I don't know if I can tell you what side of the turkey has the most feathers. I don't know. Hank's trying to get sneaky. I'm working on it. There you go. All right, did you get a winner?
We sure did.
All right. Who won?
Patrick O'Connor.
Patrick O'Connor. All right. Patrick, congratulations.
You are headed to the Deer Classic.
Patrick's going to the Deer Classic.
That's a good feeling.
All right. Got the reveal cameras out. Told you about that. Get your cameras out, do a little scouting, and things will be good out there. Did I miss something here? Got that. Turkey behaviors. What's this here? The outside. Oh, there you go. R. Hank's in rare form this morning. Hanks and Rare Farm this morning. Iowa Deer Classic is 7th through the 9th. Now listen to this. You're going to love this. This is what we're giving away at the Deer Classic at the booth, okay? JLM has Federal Winchester turkey loads in stock right now. Go get them now before you can, and they'll take good care of you out there. All right. I just told you we're going to have the Outdoor Call Radio T-shirts. Andrew made the really, really good design.
I did.
Not you.
I
Andrew,
did great.
Andrew Boyd.
Oh, don't believe him. It's all me.
It's not Andrew.
I did it.
It's not Andrew.
I am that good.
So the first 10 folks that come by, I think we'll have XLs and 2X, are the shirt sizes that we got on there. Good morning. There you go. So we'll have that on Friday and Saturday. Thank you to Boyd Creative Print Shop out there at Dallas Center. I told you about the koozies. We got an Outdoor Call Radio turkey package that we're going to be giving away. If you purchase a Weeby knife or a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey call or grunt call, you're going to get a chance to win a couple DSD hen decoys and a game hide turkey vest and whatever Todd Rupert puts in. So how about that? That you can do that. You can do that at Todd's booth or our booth.
I think Todd's the only person who can put swagger into the occasion. Like, he gives you swagger, and then you just feel better about yourself.
Well, I just always bring a backpack or a big bag and just go steal stuff from Todd. That's what I do. I just start pilfering. We're giving away a Kansas whitetail hunt to Triple H Outfitters. Pete the Donut Ariotti won the last one we gave away, and Pete had a great time. Here's how you're going to be able to win. All right, if you come by the booth and download the app, we'll put you in the drawing. Donovan and Lori from Triple H will be there all weekend, so you'll get the chance to talk to them. Now, you can also get extra chances to put your name in the hat if you go to the Weeby knife booth and buy a knife and bring me back just show me the receipt. I'll give you an extra drawing slip. Or for every turkey call or deer call you buy at Todd Rupert's booth, you will also get a chance to put your name in there. So you could buy 3 or 4 different things and have 5 names in there, which would really help your odds. So I wanted to make it fair to everybody. If you're on a budget, you just don't have any money, I wanted to make sure you could apply by just getting the app. The app, download the app at the booth. It's free, and you can listen to the Outdoor Call Radio lineup every Monday through Saturday, Sunday. And before the year's over, you're probably going to win something off of me there too. Just keep entering every week, folks. It'll happen. We got that. We've got an antelope hunt to give away at Trophies Plus Outfitters in Montana. Skippy Peterson, who owns Gearhide. I met Skip out at Trophies Plus Outfitters like 22 years ago. He helped me film the whitetail hunt out there. And that's Skippy and I. That's how Skip and I became really good friends. Skip's going to be your personal guide, but it's going to be your lodging, your meals. Skip's going to guide you, and he's going to get you an antelope. And all you have to do to enter that is buy a gearhead bow at the Deer Classic March 1st through the 17th. So you can get one at Archery Field and Sports' booth with Skippy right there. Yeah, Creek Archery in Pennsylvania, you can order one there, or you can just go to gearheadarchery.com and order one. It's got to be 100% paid for, but once you give me a copy of the order marked paid, I know you paid it, I'll put you in the drawing. And if we get 6-7 people to do this, I'll be shocked. Because not everybody can shoot a gearhead. They're that special. You know? You go buy your Hoyts and your Bowtechs and your other, and they're good bows. They're good bows, but not everybody can buy a gearhead. I'll just leave it at that. First 3 people that do buy a gearhead is also going to get an upgrade to gas bowstrings and cables too. I love my Pivot Carbon 24. Best bow I ever shot. That thing's money. And if you come by the booth, I'm actually going to have a Mossy Oak Bottleland Pivot Carbon 24. Skippy's bringing me a backup bow. I always like carrying 2 bows when I travel, so I'm looking forward to that. So come on, get a gearhead. You got a chance to win a great antelope hunt. You're going to get a great antelope hunt. Is Weaving going to be at the Classic? Yes, they are, Jeff. They're going to have a booth. Good morning, Jake. The last thing, I've got 3 hunts you got a chance to win, okay? The last one, I talked to Anthony and the board at Movet Outdoors, and if you're a veteran, you can come by the Outdoor Call Radio booth and just sign up. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to download the app. We'd appreciate it if you did. But you don't have to. And I will draw the name for the veterans hunt. It's going to be a whitetail rifle hunt in Missouri. They're going to take care of your tag. They're going to take care of your lodging, your food, your guiding. They're going to get you all set up. The only thing you got to buy is your tag. How about that? That's a nice deal for a vet. So that's going on, and then we'll have some other little stuff too. I got the first 10 people to buy a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey call or grunt call. You're going to get a free Rupert's hat. Todd got 10 hats made. I'm going to give those out to the first 10 people to buy one. And then Artie Geist is supposed to be sending me some bricks, so I'll give those away. We got a lot of stuff to do at the booth, so come on by and say hi. All right, we'll be right back. I got to take a break. I'm late. And then when we come back, I'm going to tell you who the secret listener of the week is. First time you ever won. I looked it up. I keep track. This is a new winner. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Squirrel. At American Family Life Insurance, we know that
3 awesome hunts, huh? It's going to be awesome.
Life insurance is an easy way to help make that happen.
It's going to be epic.
Knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most if you were to pass away. Plus, life insurance is often more affordable than you think. Let's talk about options that fit you. Contact Darren Islander, agent at 515-964-7575.
That veterans hunt's going to be nice. Anthony and everybody's super nice. You'll like them down there.
Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you ever thought about...
Oh, Charlie and them guys will be down there from Grandview. They'll have a booth, I think. You got to go down there and learn how you can get a scholarship shooting your bow or shotgun.
Grandview University has a shooting sports program that, if you qualify, will give you a guaranteed rate for your whole education while on the shooting team. That means your cost won't go up. You will get to experience a new level of
Morning, Brant.
And learn in a small class size with the feel of a larger campus with a ton of opportunities. So if you're looking to advance your education and love to shoot, why not shoot for a college program that has produced countless All-Americans and has a winning record of 4 times national champion?
Countless.
Grandview Shooting Sports athletes will have your ammo, uniforms, travel, and education covered in your scholarship. If you like to shoot for the stars and push yourself, Grandview University wants to talk with you. For more information, check them out at gvvikings.com.
Well, Skippy had a long week. He got a CNC machine at the factory. They're gonna be putting a lot of new stuff out at Gearhead Archery. The thing's huge too.
Norlander Sock Company uses high-quality alpaca to produce some of the best socks out there. Alpaca socks will keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Alpaca socks.
Yeah, close to get the Olympic stuff out.
Plus, work with your outdoor footwear to keep
There'll be ticks out next week. Trust me. With that 50-degree weather here in Iowa.
Antibacterial quality to them that will keep your socks from smelling. They have heavyweight and lightweight styles with a bunch of color and size choices for you to choose from. Plus, gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander socks, pure alpaca, pure comfort. For more information, just go to norlandersocks.com and give your feet a treat.
Veins are very important to your arrow flight and for consistent grouping. FlexFletch and its fine lineup of products has been helping archers steer their arrows for over 50 years. Silent Night veins are 30% thinner with a much greater taper than veins out there. This contributes to a dramatic reduction of in-flight drag. FlexFletch veins also have the capability of reshaping or bounce back after pass-through shots on targets or game. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time. FlexFletch offers a variety of colors, sizes, and styles for any archer to use in their setup. Whether it's for 3D indoor or hunting, FlexFletch has the vein for you. To see these great veins and adhesives like Zing or FlexBond to get a great seal on your arrow when you
I don't know how you could afford to feed 6 kids.
or FlexFletch.com. FlexFletch, proudly made in the USA, based out of Minnesota.
I swear we are half the supplier for
Hey
chicken
everybody,
nuggets
it's Outdoors Dan. Have you been one of the few that
state
have raised your hands to
what our
serve? Well,
kids
first
will
off,
eat.
thank you for your service. Everyone at Mo
Yeah, I tell you what, I was lucky. Danny and Riley always ate venison and stuff. So we'd had venison spaghetti or lasagna or goulash or we'd always use a lot of deer meat and stuff, so that helped. You know.
And
And they loved wild turkey strips. I deep fried wild turkey strips, and the kids love that. That's still one of their favorite meals. And then they like bear. So I was lucky with Riley and Danny. They'd eat wild game. You know. Yeah. I haven't had bear meat in forever. I got to get drawn in Minnesota. I need a bear.
Yeah, come on.
I need to let the air out of that bear. It just takes so long to draw a tag in Minnesota now.
Turkey season is a passion shared by hunters, and it's fast approaching all across
Oh,
the
bear
state.
burgers, man. They're awesome. Little ground venison, some ground bear. Mix them together. Put a little pepper jack cheese in there. Ooh, that's good. Grilled white onions. That's a good burger right there, folks.
Is a master turkey call maker from Pennsylvania that is so passionate about chasing toms. He started building handcrafted calls in 2016, so he knew he could make the right call when it
Andrew's
mattered.
over here bouncing off the walls.
These turkey calls are made of beautiful woods from
That dog, man, Raven, I get 2 o'clock in the morning. He shakes his ears to get me awake. He'll either do that or he'll take his tail and hit me with his tail while he's laying down. He'll thump me, you know. It's like, Raven, and I'll reach over to the phone and it's like 2 in the morning. I go, what are you doing, you knucklehead? And then as soon as he knows I'm awake, he'll jump off the bed and I got to get up and let him out. Yeah. Dog drives me nuts. I love him. All right, first hour's in the books. We got some more tickets to give away. I've got that Rupert's Roost and Piece and aluminum turkey call. Sam Thrash from Fall Obsessions coming on. I got tell you the secret listener. I'll just tell you right now, the secret listener contest winner is Alan Barnes of Ames, Iowa. Alan won a Tacticam 6.0 camera. Woo! Alan Barnes of Ames, Iowa. And if you don't know what we're talking about, if you download the Outdoor Call Radio app on your phone or your tablet, and just send me a screenshot Monday through Friday, you can do it once a day of a show. You got to show me a show you're listening to. And my email's right there. Just email it to me, outdoorsdan@mac.com, Monday through Friday. Saturday morning when I get up, I draw the winner, and it's that easy. You don't know what you could win. You could win. You could win a gift card. You could win a rod. You could win a rod and reel. You could win broadheads. You could win a Limitic. You could win Norlander socks. You could wear some hunting boots. I mean, we give away a lot of stuff. So we just gave away a 6.0 camera, Tacticam camera. And I do want to thank Tacticam. They renewed for another year. So we'll be out there giving the cameras and promoting Tacticam away all year. So.
That's right.
All right. Do I got a break again or are we good?
Yeah, you got a break.
Okay, we'll be right back. This is a short 2-minute break and we'll be back with Mr. Sam from Fall Obsession on the Outdoor Call Radio.
If you're an archer, you know how important the feel and performance of a bow is on your ability to send that arrow to where it needs to go. Not all bows are made the same, and that's especially true when it comes to gearhead. Gearhead bows are made in the USA.
There you go, Jeff. That'd be fun.
Compact, quiet, and lightweight. These bows maneuver extremely well, whether you're in the tree stand.
And just to show you, Alan entered twice. That's all he ever entered. It's just the luck of the draw, folks. He be listening to the app, he was. He be taking them screenshots and sending them to me. He be telling Uncle Haggis, hey, I just sent that app over to that outdoor feller. I'm going to win, Uncle. Arnie, you don't know what you're talking about. It takes forever to win a prize on the outdoor call. No, Uncle, I won on 2 times. Damn it, boy!
Stack the deck on your next hunt with Gearhead. Shop online at gearheadarchery.com or locally at Archery Field and
He'd be
Sports
taking
in
that
Altoona.
down to the lock and whipping him on him.
Stay undetected from that giant you've been chasing all season. Wouldn't it be nice to know exactly where your stand or blind location is without
Not
letting
early.
anyone know?
It's 8 o'clock.
Have you ever heard of Onyx? Onyx is one of the most important pieces of hunting gear that you can use and always have with you. The Onyx Hunt app allows you not only to
just
get from
getting
your truck
to
to your
the
hunting
tail
spots,
end of
it also allows you to mark and save your parking spots, scrapes, food plots, rub lines, or some possible next stand locations. The Onyx Hunt app is also a great way to see your property and know where you stand. Onyx is a mobile
Tom
app
be
that
out
you can
there
take
looking at you in the
anywhere. It's
field with them
recognized
wee
by
little
local guides
eyes,
all around the country
snaking through
as a
the
valuable
fog,
hunting tool.
ignoring your
So,
call.
if you want to always know where you
My
are
Uncle
and have
Dad.
the ability to save information that will help you be a better hunter,
Aunt
go
Shaughnessy
download the
didn't like
Onyx
it.
Hunt app at your app store today.
KRNT Des Moines is 1021 FM and 1350
Oh, shit, I'm gonna
ESPN,
banana.
Des Moines sports leader, a Des Moines Media Group station.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
What happened to Gearhead? They always play Gearhead out number 2.
Oh, I had to move.
No. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Our number 2 is brought to you by the fine folks at Gearhead Archery. Thank you to Skippy and everybody up in Wisconsin. One of the best bows I've ever shot. The best customer service I've ever had. And I'm just telling you, if you haven't tried a Gearhead bow, I'm inviting you to do that at the Iowa Deer Classic here in about 2 weeks. And you will see what all the fuss is about. Doesn't look like any other bow out there. But that's okay. The performance is there. It's one of the most quiet, easiest drawing bows I've ever shot in my life. And when it's accurate, quiet, and easy to draw, that's all I care about. And they're made right there in good old Wisconsin. Hey, Donovan, I got a message from Donovan at Triple H Outfitters. Donovan just had 4 deer opening spots come open. This is going to be for the late season archery hunt, December 26th through the 31st. I've actually shot 5 or 6 really nice 150 or better class deer in that late season hunt. That can be actually one of the best hunts he has. It just depends on the weather. So if you are interested in doing that, it's December 26th through the 31st, and just give Donovan a call. Look up Triple H Outfitters on Facebook. The number's right there, and tell him I sent you. But I'm just telling you, for a buddy hunt, that's a great, the meals, the food's awesome. And you get out, I like it because it's a late season hunt. You get out there, unless you got a deer daylighting early, you're hunting food sources. So you don't hunt in the mornings. You just get out there like at 11, 12 and sit till dark. So you can sleep in a little bit. And God knows I need my beauty sleep. That's for sure. Let's head over. Thank you, Jeff. You be good. Hey, Steven, good to see you. Let's head over to the phones and go say hi to our buddy Sam from Fall Session. Sam, hey, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, Dan? Thanks for having me on.
Oh, hey, Sam, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Anybody that's got an orange pumpkin logo that you do that just says excellent, I can't wait to talk to them.
Well, I appreciate it, yeah. Love the theme killers here.
Yeah? What have you been up to, bud?
Man, just trying to keep the wheels rolling after hunting season. It's easy to drop into that little lull and everything. But we've got plenty of stuff to do with just our brand, and then managing whitetails and doing all that kind of stuff. So just because hunting season's over doesn't mean the work stops.
Oh no, I'm always doing something for deer season. Hey, what happened down in Texas this year? Did you guys have any ESD issues? What was the hunt like? Was it a little different?
It was just another learning and growing year for us on our place. We working on just evolving our management tactics and everything down here on our place and changing some stuff up. And learned a lot from some bucks. We had some nice deer that were just driving us insane this year. Kind of par for the course, I guess. But yeah, we enjoyed it, and we're frustrated by it all at the same time. Just normal everyday hunter problems like the rest of the United States. But man, it's hunting, and at the end of the day, we still love it. So
yeah. How old are you?
Say again.
How old are you?
28.
You got a long frustration ahead of you.
Oh, tell me about it, man.
I'm 61 now, and it's just like I still they still bother me. They never do what you think they're going to do. Very rarely, and it's amazing to me. When I first moved up to Iowa from Missouri, Sam, when I was growing up bow hunting and stuff in Missouri, if I saw 5 or 6 deer on a set, I had a really good set, and even on a food source. Just Missouri's got a ton of timber, and the deer herd was just not. It's just not as proficient as when I first moved up to Iowa back 27 years ago. And I'll just give you this. My first set in Iowa, I had to wait 90 days to become a resident. So my first time I got to hunt, a buddy of mine took me down over on the other side of a state park on some private ground, and I was hunting a cornfield. I stopped counting after I saw 85 deer.
Oh, wow.
And I had the old flip phone back then. I didn't have the smartphones, and you could still take pictures and I think you could do video. But I was texting my buddies back home saying, you would not believe the deer I'm seeing right now. I got 80-something deer out here, and I've got 3 or 4 deer in the 150s or better, and they're, oh, you're such a liar. And then, I send them pictures, and it's like, we're just not used to seeing that. And it's just, the deer herd, those days are over, man. You don't see the numbers that you did 20-something years ago. Even as I travel, and I'm sure you're seeing the same thing, I think our deer herd is significantly down in the country.
Yeah, I would agree with that and everything. I think it does depend on the area you're in and all that kind of stuff for sure. But I've talked to a lot of hunters in the last year from different parts of the country, and I'm hearing very similar things to what you just said, just comparison to, 10, 20 or plus years ago. It's a huge difference. So.
Well, I mean, management practices have changed, and I'm not criticizing anything. I'm just my observations. But we've got way more seasons now than we did 20-something years ago. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Kenny Reese. Closed Eyes Outfitters provides lots of sleeping time. Yeah, that's my buddy Chris DePerna. That Ken is he's going to be. Well, he's dating Chris's daughter, but Chris and Ken took Ken's girlfriend is Megan. That's Chris's daughter, and Ken sent me a picture of Chris taking a nap in the blind. So I did a thing. If you want a great opportunity to go hunting in Pennsylvania and feel rested all the time, give Chris a call at Closed Eyes Outfitters. And you got to razz your buddies, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Justin, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you. Jeff Gass, good morning. Good to see you. Illinois deer populations is booming. Had 32 in my backyard this morning. Well, urban stuff is different, Justin. I'm talking about out in the farms and the fields, and I think our urban deer populations are doing well because there's not a lot of predation except automobiles and a few urban hunters, but. I just think and here in Iowa for sure, we had 2 years of bad EHD outbreaks, and I just think we're taking too many deer, and that's just my humble opinion.
Yeah, I know that EHD or CWD, depending on where you're at and everything, those are things that a lot of people are having to deal with. We have a producer up in Michigan. That's been one big struggle for him the last couple of years is having to deal with EHD on his farms and that kind of stuff. So we're very blessed to not have to deal with that a whole lot down here just yet, at least.
Yeah.
So we're trying to take advantage of that and everything. But it takes you 3 to 5 years at least to recover from getting hit pretty hard by EHD. So
you don't have a mature buck for 5 years. I mean, and listen, I've always been an advocate, Sam. I always tell everybody, it's your tag, it's your hunt. If you got a deer coming in, because not everybody's got some guys. Well, you're a firefighter, right?
Yes, sir.
So you got people who are first responders, police officers. You guys don't have where you can go hunt for 3 months. A lot of folks have to work 2 jobs. Things are not always peachy in everybody's home, and somebody might only get 2 or 3 days a year to go deer hunt. You don't know what their circumstances are, and I have always said if a deer comes in and it gets your heart pumping and it gets your knees shaking, that's to me is a trophy. And you shoot what makes you feel. If you're happy with that animal, that's all that matters. It's your tag. Now, I also say if you have your own ground, and you want to manage it and put food plots out, and you want to shoot 3 to 4 or 5-year-old, 4 to 5-year-olds, you want to get that age class to where you want it, that's, God bless you. There's not a thing wrong with that either. But I always say, if you don't agree with something on social media, just keep scrolling. You don't need to be negative about it, and try to say positive things to your fellow hunters or anglers instead of criticizing them, because you don't know their circumstances. And I'm a firm believer in that, Sam.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. We do a lot of that social media side and the nasty side of that and everything through our online presence and our organization and stuff. And we've actually been talking quite a bit about it on our show and on our platform and everything lately, because we had a couple few posts that have hit those algorithms just right, and we've had some antis get a hold of them and get on there and start commenting and everything. And that's one thing that you have to deal with, is people who don't understand hunting or are strongly opposed to it, arguably hating on you for it. But we can't eat our own either.
Right.
And to your point, we have to be able to support one another and understand that different people are in different situations. I mean, there are guys out there who get to hunt more than I do, more time in the stand, more time in the woods than I do. But at the same time, I also have more time than other people, than the next guy. So
yeah,
you have to be respectful of what each person's able to do and the time they have in the woods. And they're trying to take advantage of it too and put meat in the freezer at the end of the day, just like you. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Pete. Bob, good morning, Bob. Good to see you, buddy. Bob's in Ohio. Who was in Rochester? Hey, David, thank you for listening or watching this morning up in Rochester, Minnesota. We appreciate you. And 4 weeks of vacation. Well, Justin, that's awesome. I mean, I could pretty much hunt every day unless I'm doing a radio show. And if I can get it, just depends. But, I spend a lot of time in the stand or in the ground blind. And so I'm blessed to get to do what I enjoy to do. But I'm just telling you, it just, I'm at the point, and not everybody is in the same place in their hunting career, Sam. You get a few 150s under your belt, or you get to where you're harvested a booner. I've been hunting 35 years. The biggest 2 deer I've shot is 163 and 164. I have not killed a 170 yet. I shot a 187, but he whirled out of the shot, and I'm going to cry about that until I die. But not everybody is in that position. So, as you start hunting, and then you start shooting deer, and then you want to better that deer the next year. It takes a while to everybody to grow in their hunting path, and you just gotta, like I said, be positive. If someone harvests something, if they're out there doing it legally, they're doing it right, then give them an attaboy, or if you don't agree with it, just move on. You don't need to say anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I haven't killed a deer as big as you have either. My biggest whitetail so far has just been 140-inch 8-point.
And that's a great Sam. That's a great deer.
Oh, 100%. I'm tickled to death with them. I have been for the last 11 years now archery only for my big game hunting as well. So that adds another challenge and stuff. And I shot that 140 back in 2013, and that's the last mature buck that I've killed. Not for lack of trying. It's just been I'm being, I wouldn't say more selective, but I'm trying to be more management minded with the deer that I'm taking and everything, and I want to kill mature whitetails. So.
Yeah. Listen, if you can get a whitetail deer within 20 yards, 18 yards, you've accomplished something, because between their ears, their nose, and their sight, a whitetail deer is a very, very wary animal. And under normal conditions, a whitetail deer can smell a human up to 300 yards away. So if you can get them in that close proximity, you've already accomplished something pretty amazing.
And that's one thing I just love about archery hunting, man. I love getting close. I love the pursuit from that aspect. And I mean, I had deer and young bucks directly underneath me in my tree stands this last year, and even though they're nothing like I'm going to shoot, it's still just an awesome awesome feeling, and getting to watch an animal do their thing at that close proximity is incredible.
Yeah.
I went elk hunting this last year for the first time in my life, and bow hunting for that as well. And even getting one of those animals within 50 yards was absolutely incredible. So
well,
I love archery.
Yeah, you start talking elk, and I've been elk hunting 12 times and shot 2. And I've had them come in, but I don't know if I've ever told you the story or not, but I was in Colorado and I was sitting on these little scrub pines, and I was on a wallow, and I heard meow, meow behind me, but it sounded pretty far away, and then I heard that, and I'm going, ooh, there's a bull around here. So I turned the camera on. I'm self-filming, and all of a sudden, I heard something, and I just turned my head just a little bit and look. 10 feet away from me is one of the biggest elk I've ever seen in my life, a bull. And he's coming through the pine. And he came around me to the left, and I turned the camera so it was down that lane. I had a shooting lane, and I got my hand on my bow, but he stepped out, and the wind swirled, and he smelled me, and he was gone. But I will never forget that, Sam.
Oh yeah, no, it's a humbling and incredible experience, and just to be in that kind of country and to see the vastness of it, it puts it in perspective how small and little in this great big world we really are, and everything, and then to be able to bring a wild animal in to pretty much the exact same spot you are is just incredible.
Well, if you ever go elk hunting out there, folks, and you hear a bugle or a cow call, they're closer than what you think. So just be careful, because I swore that thing was 100 yards away from me. He was like 30 yards right behind me. I just couldn't see him. So just like I said, then I had him at 10, 12 yards, and I couldn't shoot because he was going through the pines. And yeah, it's crazy. Todd Rupert's in the house, everybody. Todd the Beard Rupert, man. Do you know who Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey calls us, Sam?
I do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we call him the Beard. He's got this big old orange beard. We call him the Beard. So it's good. 8:16 and some change. We're visiting with Sam Thrash from Fall Obsession. Sam, hang on. We'll be right back. Pick up the conversation. And don't go anywhere. I've got another set of Iowa Deer Classic tickets to give away. If you haven't won in the last 30 days, if you can tell Andrew,
Where are you going with this?
How about no, that's too hard. I was going to. Okay. If you can tell Andrew where I shot my first wild turkey at, I will give you a pair of tickets. What state did I shoot my first wild turkey at? I'll be right back with Sam on 1350 ESPN.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New Life Counseling Services with offices in West Des Moines and Ankeny, Iowa. I know things can be tough in the world today. I see it every day. People dealing with relationship issues, parenting struggles,
I can't write it down.
anxiety,
What is it?
or folks just looking for a new direction or plan in their life. If you find
I
yourself
should know.
struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship, a marriage,
It's not
or just
this.
helping with everyday stress, please consider calling me at New Life.
What is
we
that?
offer family-friendly,
No.
straightforward
I knew it
approach to
wasn't
helping
there.
you to get through the layers of stress that
And
can
I
be
don't
harmful
think
to your
it
health,
is.
relationships, and your work.
That's right.
The staff at New
It is
Life
this?
offer
I
one-on-one
think so.
sessions
Wasn't
that get right
that-
to the heart of the matter. We
thought
work
you
with
had
you so you
something
can
in-
discover better choices on how to
could be
handle
wrong.
the issues you might be dealing with in your life. When you're looking for someone to listen to you, we're here. Please consider calling us for a
That's why I
confidential
got-
appointment at New Life.
I thought you told me you had something further down.
515-225-4006 in West Des Moines,
All right.
or
Let me get this going then.
964-5003 in Ankeny. Also find us 24/7
Morning, Donovan.
at lifecounseling.com. We are here to help you when you need us.
Outdoor Call
When you're
Radio.
getting ready to outfit your next outdoor adventure, there's one place in
Unfortunately, no,
Ankeny
that
that's
is
your
not
one-stop
it.
outdoor shop. That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's Warehouse has everything you need from fishing, hunting,
I'll have to
firearms,
ask him
and
that.
camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a
I love
success.
that.
Sportsman's
Oh,
Warehouse
yeah,
carries
I'll have
nationally
to
known
ask him that.
brands
What do
that
you
have been tried and proven in the
Yeah,
field.
it's like, come on. You're the outdoor guy. What
Smokers
are you
and
doing?
grills that will cook all your meat
Oh,
easy
thank
to
you.
prepare. Kayaks and boat gear
It's
are
like,
also
what
on
are you
hand to
doing
help you
out
find
there
more
then?
fish
If
when
it's
you
not
go
in-
wet alive. Sportsman's Warehouse has
See,
all
I'll
the
tell you
footwear
later.
and clothing choices at great prices prices
Outdoor
that
Call
will
Radio.
make sure you are outdoors in
Not
comfort
yet,
and
no.
style. If you're traveling, you
Not
can also
Missouri.
go shop 24/7 at
Hitting the rub.
sportsmanswarehouse.com. So next time you're planning your next outdoor adventure, make sure
Outdoor
that you
Call
check
Radio.
out Sportsman's Warehouse in Ankeny.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it correct.
Your favorite outdoor spot? Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife ready for any task? Well, if you use the original work sharp knife and
Yeah,
tool
you
sharpener
know,
before you left, you bet
that's a good line of thinking. I wish I had that initially when I took a kid. Can I get your name again?
flexible abrasive belts. The sharpening system is able to sharpen a variety of knives, including curved and serrated knives, tonto blades, fillet knives, cut hooks, axes, and even kitchen knives. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener does this with precision angle sharpening guides and flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time.
System, if
Each
not, I'll
Work Sharp
make sure to
knife and
give you
tool
a call
sharpener
back.
is assembled in the USA by a family-owned and operated company. Customer service is always a call away. So if you love the
Has it been
outdoors
30
and
days for
depend on
him?
a sharp knife, consider checking out one of the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpeners or the Work Sharp guided field sharpener at a store near you, or anytime at worksharptools.com. That's worksharptools.com.
When you're heading up to northern Minnesota on your next fishing adventure, make sure you stop by Fred's Bait and Tackle in Deer River, Minnesota. Fred's Live Bait and Tackle is conveniently located at 361 Main Street, right on the way to Lake Winnie, and all the lakes you will fish in northern Minnesota. Sean and his crew have the liveliest bait ready for you to use, including fatheads, rainbows, shiners, and their famous river mix. Their bait is delivered fresh every day. Fred's Live Bait and Tackle also carries everything you need to get you on the water and ready to fish, including the latest rods, reels, terminal tackle, and snacks for your trip. Fred's also has spearing decoys, big suckers perfect for spearing season in the winter. So on your next fishing trip to northern Minnesota, stop by Fred's Live Bait and Tackle in Deer River or Little Winnie Trading Post and ask them where are the fish biting. Sean and everyone at Fred's Live Bait and Tackle and Little Winnie Trading Post will get you on the fish fast.
You know, jerky is the ultimate outdoor companion. Its convenience and portability are unmatched. Lightweight, compact, and require no refrigeration. It's a breeze to pack on hunting trips where space is kind of precious, you know?
There's the Green Reaper.
Making it a reliable
Isn't that beautiful? That'll be at the Iowa Deer Classic.
hunting demands stamina. Jerky's high protein content provides sustained energy, keeping you full and focused throughout long days in the field. For the perfect healthy snack, don't choose just any jerky. Choose Valor Jerky. Valor Jerky takes us outdoor essentials to the next level. Try Valor Jerky. Bold flavors like Tactical Teriyaki, Heat Seeker Spice, or Base Camp Original. Next time you're geared up for an outdoor adventure, reach for Valor Jerky. As a veteran-owned company, Valor Jerky gives
There it is. Boom. There it is. Boom. There it is.
For the perfect healthy snack that gives back, choose Valor Jerky. Next time you're gearing up for an outdoor adventure, reach for Valor Jerky. Visit The Valor.
Donovan, just talked about your openings.
Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan. We're visiting with our buddy Sam Thrash from Fall Obsession. Trivia answered. Question was asked and answered. I didn't shoot a wild turkey until I moved to Iowa. They skunked me for the first 5-6 years I started turkey hunting. So that was the answer. Iowa. I know. I shot whitetails, but no turkeys. Let's go see what Sam is up to. Sam, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. So, Fall Obsession, what year are you guys into your program now?
Oh man, if you go all the way back to the very beginning and everything, we're in year number 13.
Wow.
And this will be the 10th year, I guess, that we're running 10 or 11 years now, running our staff programs where we have other individuals contributing to the platform from their various areas of the country, and I would say probably the last 4 or 5 years where we're exclusively working hard and dishing out stuff in hunting and outdoor media. So
yeah,
been at it for a little while now and keep grinding away.
Yeah, it goes quick, buddy. I'm telling you, it does. It's hard to believe. Where's some of the things that besides Texas? Where else do you get a chance to hunt a lot?
So I'm normally right now. I've been trying to do a western hunt a year. these past couple years, just with my work schedule and family and stuff. That's what really the most I'm able to swing on a yearly basis, in addition to my Texas hunting. So in 2023, I went to Colorado on a mule deer hunt, and last year it was Idaho for elk hunting, and not really sure what's going to be in the cards for me this year, or if I'm going to take a year off and just focus on whitetails. But that's for me personally. Our staff and our team, we're spread out in, I believe it's 15 different states in Canada. So there's always somebody that's hunting or fishing somewhere and involved in something in the outdoors. So we're all over North America and hunting and fishing everything you can.
Yeah, that's good. It takes when you got a good team put together like that, it makes life a little easier for content. That's for sure. So.
Oh yeah, and that was the goal. That was the thing from the very beginning, because I was, this whole thing started with me sharing just random, I would call it now, just random information and experiences that I was privy to, but there's so much more out there that I don't experience. I still haven't experienced, and there's people who are very good and very knowledgeable at it. So that's where the whole idea for having a team stemmed from in the 10 years ago was, well, I gotta have people on here that know more than I do in various areas. So, and it's worked out great.
Yeah, well, you always learn something. I mean, I'm getting to be old man in this stuff. I mean, it's compared to where I first started, I think I was in my 30s. 1998. So what Andrew, let's see, I'm 61. So 1998, how old was I? 30, 33, somewhere around there.
Yeah, 30s.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just you always learn something every year. And that's what keeps me excited about the seasons, because it's just like, what are you going to see? I'll never forget when I was filming out in Montana, and I heard a hen gobble for the first time and got it on video. People. I told people about that, and they called me a fibber. Oh, you don't know what you're doing. It wasn't and I showed them the video, and they just, their jaws dropped. There's always something out there that you just never experienced before that it just keeps you get excited about the next season.
Absolutely, it's a journey, and you can have goals along the line on that journey and everything, but there's not a destination. Nobody's going to wake up one day and be like, all right, I've done it all, or I've learned it all, and I'm good now. We're always seeking something else, the next opportunity, the next bit of knowledge, whatever it might be, and that's what we love about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we love having you on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. You can hear Sam and everybody on Fall Obsession on Mondays. He's on, I think it airs like 4 or 5 times a day, because we got everybody on a rotation loop. But you guys have been a great staple for us. We love the content, and we just want to say thank you as much as we can for letting us share your shows.
Well, man, we appreciate you letting us put the show on there. It's awesome to hear it on there on Mondays and everything with the rest of the world. And yeah, I love that we're able to reach your audience through our show as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Any big turkey hunts planned this spring?
Nothing outside of just the norm down here in Texas for me. We got some staff and some team members that are going to be hunting birds across the country and everything in their various states, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're going to be hosting our virtual online turkey hunt competition that we do every year here at Fall Session. That's in the coming weeks. That's announced, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to be a good time and a chance to win some awesome prizes just for doing your normal everyday turkey hunt you always do. So
yeah,
we're excited about that. But yeah, got some awesome hunts and opportunities planned for spring season, and already thinking about next fall too at the same time. So.
Oh, I'm always thinking deer season. I posted that on Facebook the other day. When I'm out turkey scouting or shed hunting, I'm already looking at travel routes and little pinch points and stuff that I missed the year before and dropping them on Onyx. Always deer season. You always are thinking about deer season one way or another. I talked to my buddy Denny Brower down at Lake Amistad. Denny, legendary bass fisherman, and he's a big hunter. And he said the Rios down there in Texas are doing really good.
Yeah, we're seeing some more turkeys on our place finally, and I'm encouraged by it because, man, when we're going into, we just finished year 4 on this property, going into year 5, and year number 1, like I'm pretty sure I have one trail cam picture of one turkey on for the whole year on that place. They were nowhere to be found, and this year we're seeing a lot more sign, a lot more pictures, a lot more birds. So we might actually have a decent little spring run this year. So.
Yeah, well, I hope you do, man. Reels are really vocal. They're a fun bird to hunt.
Oh yeah, we're excited. I'm hoping we can get something going.
Yeah, that's awesome. If someone wants to find out where you're going, we got a hyperlink. If you go to the outdoorcallradio.com website and you look up on Mondays on the menu, you can see Fall Obsessions logo. If you click on that, it takes them right to their website. But is that the best place for them to go and listen to archive shows and catch up on what you're all doing?
Absolutely. The website's the hub. Everything filters through there, fallobsession.com. You guys can find everything that we're working on through there. Any social media page or platform that you're active on, you can search Fall Obsession, and we're going to pop up, like Dan said at the beginning of the episode, the orange and black logo that looks really cool. And I will point people to our YouTube channel as well, because in addition to our podcasts and hunting shows, we're putting out some feature films, some standalone films right now, and we just released one from this Idaho elk hunt that I've referenced a couple times on that YouTube channel. It's an awesome production, and got a couple more in the editing room that we're going to release within the next month. So some awesome stuff coming there as well. Okay,
buddy. Well, thanks for getting up a little early with me on this Saturday morning, and we look forward to talking to you again. And if you need anything, let us know.
Same here, man. Thanks for having me on. Always a good time.
All right, you take care of that family and send me some pics this spring.
Will do. You too, man.
There he goes, Sam Thrash. Thanks, Sam. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on the Outdoor Call Radio Network.
Are you into hunting, fishing, camping, or tailgating? If you are, we'd like to introduce you to Arctic Ice. Arctic Ice is a brand new way to keep your game, beverages, and camping supplies cold and fresh wherever your adventure takes you. Arctic Ice Packs are a rugged ice substitute that maintains low temperature longer than a bag of ice and does not have the slushy mess that can contaminate what's in your cooler. If you like to hunt or fish, look at the Alaskan Series or Arctic Ice Packs that will keep your game or fish at 34 degrees for 3 to 4 days. If you're wanting to really freeze things up, try the Tundra Packs that can keep your wild game and fish at dry ice temperatures for the travel back home. For tailgating or camping, try the Chillin' Brew Packs. They'll keep your beverages of choice at frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your game, fish, or camping goods to stay fresh and cold as possible without the mess of regular ice, go check out Arctic Ice Packs today. You can find models of Arctic Ice Packs at Sportsman's Warehouse or at www.arctic-ice.com.
Hey guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the
fishing reports, whole bunch of stuff coming up.
From their food plot blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6, to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way
there you go, Todd. Good morning, buddy. Hi, Gary Peck.
From small to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction.
Crappies are biting up on turtle.
For your hunting property. So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local
Thanks, Hank.
farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
In the mood for a great family treat or a special gift idea? Hop on over to the Lotta Pop store, located at 647 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny. That's where you'll find over 30 fresh flavors of the most delicious Iowa-grown popcorn in the central Iowa area. You'll love the fresh pop flavors like caramel apple, kettle corn, jalapeno cheddar, cheddar cheese, birthday cake, or patriotic mix, just to name a few. You'll find something for everyone at Lotta Pop in Ankeny. Arlie and his crew can help you pick out the perfect variety pack, tin, or gift package. Lotta Pop has everything you'll need, from ready-to-eat popcorn to all the fixings to make great popcorn at any event. Everyone loves popcorn, especially when it's from Lotta Pop. It's the same great popcorn you'll find at the Iowa State Games.
You know that first answer you wrote down on your board?
Lotta Pop can help with any special occasion, corporate events, and special
what was it?
for your school. For more information, contact Lotta Pop at 515-262-3243.
That'll be the answer to the next question.
Lotta Pop, great tasting popcorn from Iowa since 1969.
You're ready for your next outdoor adventure. Wouldn't it be
Go get him, Chris. Thanks for watching.
just a fun memory of your time in the outdoors? Well, Tacticam has been helping hunters do that very thing. Whether it's one of our 5.0 or the 5.0 wide camera, you're going to capture your hunts like never before. They can help you cover your bow fishing trips with a new Tacticam fish cam that's totally waterproof
It's Manny.
Record some awesome bow fishing action. All the Tacticam cameras feature 4K resolution, Wi-Fi compatible, feature live stream capabilities with over 2.5 hours of record time and feature image stabilization that's far above other cameras in its class. The Tacticam remote lets you hook up multiple cameras to one remote.
It's not working.
More angles and shots like never before. So when you're ready to record your next hunting or fishing adventure, don't forget to take your Tacticam camera. You'll be able to relive your trips like never before. Tacticam.com for more info.
Have you been looking for an easier way to haul your gear for your outdoor adventures or projects? Well, have you looked at Compass Carts? Compass Carts offers a unique and durable system for all of your outdoor needs. Compass Carts works with your e-bikes for easy loading of your game, gear, or what you need to go from camp, tailgates, or to the project site. They offer several hitch options so you can use your ATV or your side-by-side as well. Compass Carts have great suspensions.
Well, that's crazy.
Wheel options that can handle
It's always worked, hasn't it?
while holding up to harshest terrains with no flats. They also convert to a carrier for your bike or gear by simply loading to your vehicle hitch with ease. So no more struggling to get your deer, elk, or other game and gear back. Just load it on your Compass Cart and you're on your way. For more information, check them out, compasscarts.com. Or find a dealer near you.
Now one more spot here.
In
Last
these
one,
times
everybody.
when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time
There
to call
goes the Green
experts
Reaper.
at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry and giving your family issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month.
They're not
So
going
if
to do
you
that.
want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day. You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. I want to thank the fine folks at Herman's Fine Jewelers. They've been looking to make sure that you know that they've got over 10,000 diamonds and mountings in stock. You know, Valentine's Day was a big hit for them. They had a lot of folks come out there at 2900 University in West Des Moines. And what's up next? We got Mother's Day, Father's Day coming up, not too far away. So a great time to get in there. And why not do some custom jewelry this year? You know what? They can do that. They also have in-store jewelry repair. Want to do something nice for mom and dad or just someone special in your life? Herman's Fine Jewelers is the place to do that. Give them a holler at 515-222-2600, 515-222-2600. And just go check them out. They got anything and everything you would ever need at Herman's Fine Jewelers, jewelry related. And hey, if you got stuff laying around that you just don't wear or use anymore, take it over there. Chances are you get enough for your purchase because they're very overly fair about trade-ins and what they'll buy. You know, turkey season's coming up. You can get you a new turkey gun, get you some of that TSS shot. Just go over to Herman's Fine Jewelers and they'll help you out. Good people over there. Let's see. Let's give away this Rupert's aluminum turkey call, and I'm going to do that before we get too tight on time. But before I do that, I got to think of a question. So there's the beard. See the beard? That's why we call him the beard, Mr. Todd Rupert. Get that big old beard. Big old beard. Yeah. Smoking Joe Smelter's not here today, so. I'm just going to say if you're looking for a new vehicle or just a vehicle newer for you and you want to get a great deal, go see my friend Joe Smelter at Carl Chevrolet on Ore Labor Road at The Rock. They will take great care of you. They got great service. Great service going on and just a lot of good things that you can take advantage of at Carl Chevrolet. They got financing there. You got after service sales after the service or service after the sales, however you want to say it. The Quick Lane, I'm in there all the time. They do such a great job. It's really your one-stop auto shop. Go see Joe Smelter. That's who I deal with, and he'll save you some money, and always pleasant to deal with. Carl Chevrolet. Go check them out, and they'll be your dealer for life. Let's see. All right, we're gonna give that away. If you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, please make sure it's been 30 days or more.
Otherwise, the system will reject you, and you won't get it.
You won't get the prize anyway. 244-1350 is the number to call. We're gonna give that pot call away. What was the last where was the last turkey that I shot? What state was that in? The last turkey I shot. What state was that in? If you know the answer to that, call Andrew, and he'll hook you up with that awesome Rupert's Roost in Peace aluminum call. It's guaranteed a turkey in every package.
Got like 50 options, you know.
Well, 51.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because you got Puerto Rico. It wasn't Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but have you really been to Puerto Rico lately?
No.
I was trying to limit everything.
And then when we get to Canada, that'll be our 52nd state.
Don't you? Oh.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome. Resident fishing license.
Outdoor Call Radio.
Fishing reports brought to you by the fine folks at Trica Fishing, Fred's Live Bait in Deer River, Minnesota, and the Pines Resort. Brushy Creek Lake, Black Crappie Bites Fair, Yellow Perch are Fair, and the Bluegill are Fair. Storm Lake, Walleye are Slow, Perch are Fair, Bass are Fair. Clear Lake, ice conditions are 12 to 16 inches of ice right now. Black Crappie Bites good, Gills are fair, Walleye are fair, Bass are slow. Crystal Lake, Black Crappie Bites slow, Bluegills are slow, Walleye are slow.
Hold on here just quickly. You're having a hard time.
Black Crappie Bite is good, Bluegill is good, and anything jigged related with a waxworm around the islands is producing fish. Rice Lake, Gills are good, Walleye are slow, Yellow Perch are excellent. West Okoboji Lake, Black Crappie Bites fair, Gills are good. Ada Hayden Heritage Park, Rainbow Trout is good there. Make sure you got a valid fishing license and paid the trout fee to fish or possess for trout. Big Creek, Gills are fair, Crappie are slow. Don Williams Lake, Black Crappie are fair. Jigs with waxworms or glow spoons with a live minnow or minnow heads late in the afternoon, evenings producing the best bite. Hickory Grove Lake, the bluegill bite's good there. 12 Mile Creek Lake, Yellow Perch are fair. And that is your fishing report for the week. How about that? Go get them. 8:42 already, man. Can you believe that? 8:42.
All right, Tony, we'll have you set and ready for it. You'll come pick it up at the station here starting Monday. All right, thanks very much.
Looks like we got a winner on the call. Tony win?
Yeah.
Tony got it. Congratulations, Tony.
Tony nailed it first try.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah.
Huh, wow.
It's pretty good.
What was everybody guessing?
First, it was a lot of Iowa.
Yeah.
And which I get, and then there was a lot more down south. We had a Texas. Have you really done much there in Texas?
Never shot a bird in Texas.
So that's what I was. They were trying. I was like, "Ooh, man, we overcorrected a little bit."
Yeah.
And so in the end, Tony got it.
The answer was Kansas. Yeah. I shot my last bird in Kansas because I didn't tag one in Iowa last year.
And that's what people forget.
Yeah. Yeah. I missed one, and then I lost one. So.
Hate that.
I did too. It happens if you hunt long enough. It's going to happen. It makes me sick. The Great Goat Gearhead giveaway. We already kind of told you about that. Man, I'm excited about the booth at the Deer Classic. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you got a chance of winning 3 great hunts. And I love giving hunts away. Thank you to Donovan and Lori for giving us that Triple H Dream Hunt. That's one of my favorite places on earth to hunt at. And you get down there. Not only are you going to see a lot of mature bucks, you're going to get to see some beautiful country. Donovan and everybody down there are so nice. Everybody really roots for you. They all want you to get an animal. Connie's Cooking is the best around, and the lodge is so cool. It's a great place to share camp stories and everything after the hunt. it's just a great time down there. And when I didn't draw last year, it kind of ruined my year. I'll just be honest with you. I drew 17 years in a row, and it finally got me. So, but I can't wait to give that hunt away at the Classic. And then that Movet Outdoors hunt for the veterans going to be nice. And then that Trophies Plus Outfitters for the antelope. I shot my biggest antelope ever out there. And with Skippy Guide, you got a chance of getting a booner antelope. You're not going to be sitting over a water hole unless that's the way you want to hunt. He's gonna take you running and gunning with your bow, and he's great at spotting and stalking. And if you've never been out to Montana, Wyoming, and tried to spot and stalk, it's a different world than the Midwest, folks. I'm just telling you, man. As I talk about this, I can smell the sage in my mind. It's just so cool out there. But those are great hunts, man. Looking forward to that. Oh, Andrew, we gave away two pairs of tickets to the Deer Classic today. We gave away that great Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey call.
Well, 3.
Huh? Three pairs of tickets?
Pairs, yeah.
No. Pete and Patrick are won the tickets. Yeah. Who else won tickets?
Tony. Tony just won.
No, Tony won that turkey call.
Oh, turkey call. Yeah, sorry, the turkey call.
Yeah, you know what? Keep it straight. He's like my kid.
Hey. The turkey call is something that's, if you win it, Tony has been one that has openly said, okay, it's one that I'll keep forever. But then he goes, man, I just want another one. I want another one. It's got to say something to the product.
No, they're great calls. Good stuff.
Say something.
Good stuff.
Means a lot.
Yeah. Yep. So, I'm telling you. I don't know what to do. I'm almost out of content.
Yeah. I don't know what to do.
I just don't know what to do for the next 15 minutes.
Well, I mean, you got a couple minutes of break left.
How many breaks we got? 2?
One big break.
One big break?
Yeah. I mean, you could technically take it now. That wouldn't be a bad thing.
I think I'll give away another pair of tickets here. Advanced Family Dentistry. Let me tell you about my friend Dr. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi. He is located over at 907 North Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. You can check him out online at ankenysmiles.com. Dr. Scott Obi-Wan. Yeah, doctor.com. Dr. Obi-Wan Kenobi Yagi has also got Dr. Brandt, Dr. Stewart, Dr. Williams out there working for you. And it's just, if you got to go to the dentist, that's the place to go. They're so nice there. They really take great care of you. We call him Obi-Wan because he's a Jedi dentist. He uses the Force to calm me down because I'm a big baby when it comes to the dentist. And honestly, I am. And I rarely have any problems there as far as feeling pain or discomfort when they're working on me. They just do such a good job out there. They've been voted best dental practice in Ankeny forever, and that's why, because they care about their clients. And you'll notice the difference when you walk through the door. So give them a holler, 964-1490, or call them or check them out on ankenysmiles.com. And when you leave there, you should hear them say, "May the floss be with you."
The floss will be with you. Always.
I said the floss, Obi-Wan.
Wrong, sir.
Yeah.
Wrong.
All right, I'm going to take this last break, and when we come back, I'm going to give away one more pair of Iowa Deer Classic tickets because we're 2 weeks out. I got to give these away. I got to give them away.
Give them away.
Are you going to work this Saturday? Are you working Sunday at all?
Well, Sunday might be open.
Yeah. I know people want to see you.
Oh, do they?
Oh, and then we're going to be at the iCubs for the big outdoor day. I talked to Andrew Quillen. It's going to be in late May or June.
And I'm getting the hot dog gun again.
Yeah, you can do all that. You can do the first pitch.
I'm not doing it without the hot dog gun.
I don't care what
There's
you do.
stipulations.
Yeah, I'm retiring from doing all that stuff. I've done it enough.
If I'm going to hurl that baseball, I'm also going to chuck a hot dog.
Well, if you're gonna throw the baseball, you gotta wave him off. And
I just don't want there to be I don't want there to be a 10-year-old getting up there throwing 90 and then over. Then what do you do?
I don't even know
How do you step back on? How do you step on and do anything?
Yeah, I'm happy if I can groove it across the plate.
Yeah, let me be first. Then I can't get upstaged by anybody.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we'll be right back with your chance of winning another pair of Iowa Deer Classic tickets on 1350 ESPN.
Be sure to be with us next time for further adventures of Rocky the Flying Squirrel.
Hi, this is your old friend Speed over at Speed's Golf Cars, located in Wall Lake, Iowa. Just stop on over here. We've got a nice selection of new and used golf carts.
All right, tried one thing here. Let's see if this will work.
Along with a good mix of utility carts as well. We've got a number of pre-owned golf carts in all types of price ranges.
Man, I'm good.
I've got to think of a question. I'm pondering a question.
Pondering a question.
Check out our website for a complete inventory at golfcars.com.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the moment. Fourth Arrow camera arms can help you video easier in the field. They're extremely lightweight, durable, and easy to pack. Their patented shoulder system is also very adaptable to any tree or ground blind setup. The bases are affordable and easy to set up for various wind directions. Multiple camera arms are available, including the Stiff Arm Pro.
Well, look at them crappie. They're catching up in Minnesota right now. Ice fishing. Some slabbers.
For ground blind hunters, there's the tripod and monopod options. They're quiet and maneuver easily.
Gary goes, are you ever going to come up here and go fishing? It's like, I want to. I'm busy. I'm busy, man. I need to get up there and fish.
If you're looking to tape your hunts this season, check out FourthArrowCameraArms.com. Outdoors Dan approved for the field for great video action.
If you're into cooking wild game or grilling, you probably love to transform your wild game into delicious meals or great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the best tasting sausage, snack sticks, or jerky around. High Mountain Seasonings offers simple, easy to use kits that are used at home, including 3 new low sodium blends that will produce wild game snacks your family will love. High Mountain Seasonings makes grilling steaks or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their specialty spices, marinades, and rubs for deer, elk, or your favorite steaks. High Mountain has also just introduced taco and fajita blends that are spicing up kitchens and grills all across the country. Look for High Mountain Seasonings at Sportsman's Warehouse or at your favorite grilling retailer. Or go to HIMTNJerky.com for recipes and to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers.
Should I make it super hard or super easy? This is not an easy question, but it's a great question. You know me, I like to do trivia that teaches and entertaining. I don't know if I would have got this. I don't think I would have got this myself.
I can adjust it if it gets too hard.
You think? Should I do the year it was done, or should I do who did it?
That's ImperialRVCenter.com.
How about you have an option if you get the person or the year?
Okay, I can do it.
We love our pets and want the best care for them when injuries occur. Vesser Care offers natural solutions for both dogs and horses, providing
So I got both the lives done, right?
Their products promote healing and well-being.
Kind of made me sad to do a real commercial for Joe. You know, I didn't get to do a voice.
Antifungal properties. This unique brand
Be flippity floppity.
accelerates healing, but also supports your pet's skin's natural defenses with its low pH level.
2 hours went quick today, didn't it?
Whether your pet has a cut, skin irritation, or needs
what?
protection from pests like flies and
Chick-fil-A?
mosquitoes, Vesser Care has a product to help. Their treatment cream and horse spray effectively
Those are well
repel
worth
these
it.
irritating insects. For
Did you enjoy your
exceptional pet care,
Chick-fil-A
explore
sandwich?
Vesser Care's full range of products and find them
I
at your
forgot my
local
lunch the
veterinarian.
last 3 days, so I just had to Uber Eats it.
VesserCare.com. Give your beloved animals the
They delivered to
natural care they
Perry?
deserve with Vesser Care, ensuring their comfort and well-being. Find them at your local veterinarian or online at VesserCare.com.
Really?
Yeah, for a different program.
The sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
More stuff under my
Hi,
belt,
this is
but
Mateo, and this is
yeah,
Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A grilled
I didn't know you
spicy
were working in
deluxe sandwich
Waukee.
is that spicy
yeah, there's a
kick.
program
Because
on
the spice
this
comes in
Thursday.
at
I'll
just
be
the
back
right
in Perry
Oh, no.
to teach
The little
fourth
thing
grade
I
next year,
love
but
is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of
I had
zesty and
a
bold.
program
That's what really
opportunity,
makes
so I
me
took
happy.
it.
Are you going to eat all your fries.
Allows me to get more.
Order a Chick-fil-A grilled
under my
spicy
belt
deluxe sandwich and a Diet
Well, if you're
Dr.
going to work
Pepper on the
Saturday and
Chick-fil-A app for a
Sunday,
limited time. Real
I'll
guests paid for their
remind me and I'll
testimonials.
give you
This
money
is
for
the
parking.
Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right. Welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. We got 6 minutes to make you a winner here. I need to know, I'll give you your choice. You can either tell me the year or you can tell me who invented the wild turkey box call. Who invented the turkey box call? Who's credited with doing that? You can either give me the year he invented it or you can tell me what his name is. If you know the answer to that, 244-1350. 244-1350. It was not a Native American, because I've already had somebody already say, was it a Native American? Native Americans didn't use they just used their voice.
They were the OGs.
They were, yeah, they were. So if you know who invented the box call, or and you can tell me his name, or you can tell me in what year, and that'll get you into the Iowa Deer Classic. I'll give you a pair of tickets. And we all love our tickets. So I'm excited, man. We got a lot to do. I'm excited to see those Boy Creative T-shirts. I'm excited to give away those Rupert Turkey hats.
What do you got for me?
I'm excited to give those hunts away. We got DSD hen decoys, that game high turkey vest.
Not quite.
We just got a lot of stuff for you to do. Donovan and Lori's going to be there from Triple H Outfitters. Larry's going to be there. He said we got the beard, the Rupert. And I'm excited about it.
Hey, congrats. You got it first try.
Wow.
Can I get your name here quick?
We actually got a winner. I didn't think anybody was going to get this, to be honest with you. This is a hard question.
Tim Collins, all right.
Yeah.
Can I get your number, Tim?
You want to put Tim on the air real quick?
All right, we'll get you on there here just quickly and get a chance to talk to Dan, if that's all right. Perfect. All right, here we go. Ready to go?
Yeah. Tim, is this you?
Hey, Dan, how are you?
I'm good. Who was it, Tim?
Henry Gibson.
Oh, man, how did you know that?
Oh, turkey's my thing.
Did you Google it or did you know it?
I knew that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have got that right. But I knew it was in the late 1800s. But that congratulations, that's a great answer, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, stop by the booth and say hi.
We'll do it. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you listening. That was awesome. Yeah, that was a hard question. Are we out of here?
We got about 20 seconds.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Give your last 20-second speech.
All right. So if you don't have the Outdoor Call Radio app, please go to your phone app store and download it. Put in the space outdoor space call. By then it'll pop up. I need everybody to download the app, please. And it's free to download and free to listen. And chances are you're going to win something before you give it a year. You listen for a year, I promise you're going to win something. So that's going to wrap it up. We'll be back, God willing, next week. And we'll have more tickets to give away and other fun stuff. Keep it here on 1350 ESPN. Bye! Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk with you on Wednesday. Bye!